So here we are down at the Sunflower Trophy races.
Yeah, folks, they've just been given the go-ahead then to let the Superbikes out onto the track.
It's the Sunflower Trophy races on the 25th of October 2025 in Northern Ireland.
Going from the racing so far and the times that have been put down on the screen so far, this is shaping up to be a monumental race.
Giacomo Agostini,
Sunflower Trophy race. AJ Plumman, Superbike,
Corey McGreevy
are making their way out onto the track and will line up on the grid. Carl Phillips have a better chance at this one. Will he be able to get the whole shot and get the drive that he got on yesterday's race? So the teams are out now.
So that's
Remember,
Superbikes.
folks, this is a 12-lap race and good timing. The sun is out here once again at Bishopscourt.
The bikes will be coming round. See various flags, Union Jack.
Just an announcement there for the spectators at Ring of Wally. You're standing in front of the light board. If you can move over to the side, please, so the marshals and the riders, they can't see the light board. If the spectator there could just move over to the side, please.
There's the riders coming round now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Superbikes coming back round, and mixture of Supersport machines as well. But Carl Phillips is on pole for this one from Corey McGreevy and Reese Irwin. Johnny Campbell in lines up in fourth, and to complete the front row is Eugene McManus. Dan Brooks in sixth, Ross Irwin in seventh, eighth is Ryan Gibson, ninth is Alan Kenny. Line up at 10th then is George McCord. 11th is Darrell Tweed. 12th lining up is Gary McCoy. Dean McMaster in 13th. 14th is Christian Elgin. 15th Joe Sheldon Shaw. 16th Marty Lennon. Lining up in 17th place is Colin Irwin. 18th is
Corey McGreevy there.
19th Mark Wade. And 20th is Aaron Armstrong.
The riders will be very nervous before the start of the race. You can just see Corey McGreevy to the right of the marshal wearing the orange, right at the very front.
Looks down at the back end of the
This is a Superbike race.
Everything is okay. Thumbs up then for Carl Phillips. Couple of spits are in there, but that fingers crossed it'll not come down, I think. Big puff of smoke out of Dean McMaster's machine there. Just a wee bit of unburnt fuel. Here we go there. A retirement already from the green. Right, is Wade and back again. The race go up. The total up to it. Green is forward and away you go. And a great start there for Carl Phillips on the gate. Going the gate. Up and the head down towards the dark clouds in the background there, through turn one. Disappeared behind the trees then. As they re-emerge, heading towards the hairpin.
So they go up the back.
Back of the hairpin
there's a chicane halfway up the back.
Through into fairways. Green fairways 1 and 2 that were making their way through into this last chicane. Is anybody outbreaking manoeuvres? This McManus is in the lead for now, but Carl Phillips on the brakes through the chicane. Carl Phillips in the lead from McManus. That looks like Dan Brooks perhaps in that third place.
Just see
Johnny
them
Campbell
coming
just in
around.
behind Reece Derwin on the Suzuki. Back onto the start and finish straight. It is Carl just like that, they're all the way through. So way down back towards the hairpin. Few riders pulling in here and up through into the chicane, the first chicane.
Oh, it's a red
Through
flag.
fairways then.
Red flag.
I'm just looking there. There's a red flag, unfortunately. There was a bit of confusion. So there's a red flag in the Superbike race. I haven't heard anything yet, just yet, ladies and gentlemen, but when I do, I'll be sure to let you know.
You see the riders coming.
Unfortunately, this one has been red flagged then.
So it must have been an incident somewhere. Let's see, he didn't come around.
Head back round to line up onto the grid. These are in for this 4 red flag situation. We haven't heard anything yet, but once we do, we'll be sure to let you know.
Colin McGreevy never came around. Who was it? Was it Colin McGreevy? Sometimes these things happen. It's not the first time I've watched the race where there's been a red flag. What they have to try and do now is keep the tyres warm. So you can see the mechanics putting the tyre warmers on the bikes. Very, very cold here today. Extremely cold.
we're just hearing there that we should be up and running here pretty soon. So warm-up lap then for these machines. The tire warmers are getting taken off the wheels now and ready to go once again for this Sunflower Trophy race. Also, our Phillips machine is being taken off. They're all being taken off the grid. The rain is starting to come down here, so I think there's a panic for a wheel change, but it looks pretty bright there in the distance. So it might come down, I think. Just here and there to the lightweight Supersport machines, please make their way to the holding area of the lightweight Supersport machines. Make your way to the holding area as quickly as you can.
So they're taking the Superbikes off the track. They'll probably put intermediate tyres on. I would imagine they have slick tyres on at the minute. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the lightweight Supersport 300, move 3s and 125s. You can make your way to the holding area, please, as quickly as you can. Superbikes are being brought back into the paddock, and we're going to move on with the lightweight race. That's race 7 in your programme, and then we'll come back to the Sunflower race. And hopefully the weather doesn't come down anything. And again, another call for the lightweight Supersport machines, please. Can you make your way to the holding area as quickly as we can? There's only a handful of machines, and we're getting ready to race. I know it's last minute, but if you can get there as quickly as you can, please, and we'll get this race underway. Have to be patient. There's blue skies coming now. I think most of the I think that was just a wee skiff of rain. late machines are coming out. So it'll be a few minutes before they go to the holding area. It's cold, isn't it?
Yes, but I knew to hop up. This is a cold spot.
It always is a cool spot.
Coming in from the sea.
I know.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the whistle blown. The green flag is waved, and the lightweight machines are out on track now.
Where you can see them exiting the pit
Bit of
lane.
rain there. Don't think it didn't really come down, I think, so hopefully it blows away. Wind direction has changed once again here, so it seems to be in its own little cove here at Bishopscourt. Just circulating throughout the day. But the wind direction has changed, and the blue skies are coming back round our direction. So in the Moto 3 then, remember, split grid for this one. Moto 3 machine up first. Jack Donovan qualifying on pole from Jack Burrow. Alexander Rowan in third. Fourth is Matt Davidson. Buster Sherman Boyd in fifth. Sixth place is Alfie Flint. Seventh is Nigel Burr. The Evergreen Nigel Burr. Another length of a man I've seen down there with Paul Johnston. Still racing, still very, very competitive. And Nigel is still signing after his win there at Hornboy. And Nigel is here to who? 10th. Darren Duncan, I'm not sure, I don't think Darren Duncan's going to be out. We've seen on social media there he had a bit of an off and he actually broke his leg. So we'll wish Darren all the best and a speedy recovery for that one. First of the lightweight machines then is Rob McCauley on that 250 Grand Prix machine, followed by Roy Creek second. Third is Reuben Sherman Boyd. Fourth, Max Wardy. Fifth, Roy Worth. Sixth is your newly crowned Supersport 300 champion, Bailey Dawson. He lines up in the fifth row. Owen Everard in sixth, Devin Steele Highland, eighth, Alan Dixon, and Alana Mayer in ninth. Now, Alan Dixon had an issue off the line yesterday, his mistake, so hopefully he's got that sorted. He can get it off the line pretty sharp.
just be coming over.
So through the hairpin then to go, and back up towards the chicane. Through fairways 1 and 2. Hard, you can hear the engine screaming in Moto 3 machine. In the distance, I think that's Jack Burrows. Jack Burrows in the lead of this Moto 3 race. Alexander Rowan in second. Oh, big moment there for Alexander Rowan.
It's Jack Burrows,
Losing
that's
the back end
son
on the
of
toe
John
slightly.
Burrows.
And Jack Donoghue trying to squeeze up the inside, and he makes it work. Up the inside of Alexander Rowan. All on the first side. It's Jack Burrows. Jack Donoghue. Absolute rocket ship down the front straight. First for Superbike 300 then is Ruben German boy across the line. Oh, Jack and Pig. Into the mix. We'll be in the Moto 3 machine, stretching the cables, trying to get as much out of them wee single cylinders as we can. And again, Jack Burrows still, he looks like the gap is closing now from Jack Donoghue and Alexander Rowan. He's going to be under pressure here very soon.
Just see them coming down.
So Alfie Flynn then on a charge, the number 44 machine. Through Dunsport to go. Heads back down on the start and finish straight already. Alexander Rowan. Alfie looking away through and Alexander Rowan. In that fourth straight. So great. Roy works away through there. No hold on. Real competitive recast. Michael Hoy fourth in the right here, Supersport Gale Highland third in the Supersport 300. We look back at the Moto 3. It's still Burrows, but only just from Donoghue. Jack Donoghue really pushing hard to get anywhere near Burrows. Alfie Flynn right on top of Alexander Rowan. Oh, he's trying to go around the outside, but he hasn't got the line. Through Dunsport then, still pushing. Alexander Rowan. Brother is on the way as well, just to back him up. Ruben's German boys. Ruben's German boys on track. But of course he's leading the lightweight Supersport class. The rest of the lightweight class come around. Dunsport down the front straight. Jack Burrows the 117.8. Donoghue is in the lead in this one now. Jack Donoghue has got the matter of Jack Burrows. Oh, Burrows running really deep into Dunsport, but he runs a wee bit wide. He's not able to carry the corner speed. He has to get the car on nice and early. Full wet tires these machines have. Jack Burrows is in the slipstream of Donoghue. So 1 second behind for Donoghue. Jack Burrows 1 second. Boys. 2.2 seconds back on Matt Davis. And there's Ruben. The rest of the Superbike machines are coming through the chicane now, up through Ringawati and Dunsport. Roy working a lot of there, that's good. They're not second place, what is up as you do? On the blue street against them. Already coming through. Already coming across the line. 1:59 that time is going to be. Skipping away at this. Just not the top of the river too slightly. Second place is Owen Everard, third Roy Ward, fourth Alan Johnson, fifth is Michael Hoy, sixth is seventh, late the 300 then is Max Warley from Alanan there, and Dale Hyland.
Here's the leaders coming back round again.
George McGahan and Alan Dixon then. These Pontius on the road at the minute. Roy works away through and around it there, but look at that, the Moto 3 is going to find itself caught up. Making the way up through Dunsport once again. Cut through it nicely, and Jack Burrows comes out the better. Look at it. He's sends it over here. Says the Burrows, see you later. He's got the momentum down the straight for third. He knows this track like the back of his hand. We've got dollars. As we were saying earlier, into the first corner and into the first, there's so many different lines that you can use. Are in a habit of their own head and stick to what they think is a racing line. And again, young Burrows, they know something different. Superbike 300 getting in the next for the 400 still. So the leader of the Superbike 300, Max Warley, battling it out there with Roy. Where's Roy getting the better of him just ahead of him there now. Back to the Moto 3s. The Moto 3 machine. Jack Burrows, he's not got as much of a lead as what he had yesterday. And the jack of the round is coming through this kid. Last lap time then, the leaders coming on the there's the last lap time. Coming around, Dunsport all together. Over Alfie Flynn, good Sherman Boyd, Michael Hoy on in there as well, that's Alan Dixon. Good Sherman Boyd the way through, still leads the Superbike 400. As we look for who is it in front this time round. We look in the distance then, through fairway is 1 and 2. Through the space, your riders coming up, Jack Burrows on the brakes, runs really deep. Oh, up the inside, Jack Donoghue and up the inside of Alanamere. Alanamere gets sat up, but as Jack Donoghue demoted to second place, can Jack Burrows hold it on the line around Dunsport side by side. Donoghue surely has to drive out of Dunsport. He has to use the slip in on the sword drivers. They're Absolutely nothing in it there, folks. Oh, what a lap that was. That was coming in third. What was up there for young Alfie Smith? Fourth place to number 4 ribbons, perfect boys. The lightweight, Superbike to the right out after that one. Sixth little motorbike going through there. And we'll look back then for the Supersport 300 class, of course. The winner of the Supersport 300. Here's the lead man, finishes 7th for the race. So here he comes, Max Wardy. Number 9. He's going to take away the class. Number 9 takes the number 1 spot. Wow, what a last lap that was in the road 3. Here they come back down, back into pit lane. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Jack Donoghue and Jack Burrows. What a show these pairs put on today. So Donoghue takes the win. Best lap of 1:15.8. Jack Burrows second at 1:16.1. So Supersport machines. Supersport machines in the holding area then. They'll be up next in the third. So Supersport machines are in the holding area. We're going to run Supersport, and if you're not there, can you please get there as soon as possible. DB tiles and bathrooms, Supersport 600 class. And if we're going out on track very, very soon. A few spectators crossing at the minute. So give them a wee bit of time. But the Supersport machines up next then, if you can make your way to the holding area, please.
That was a good fight.
Did you see Burrows and the other boy just right at the very end there?
Well, Jack
I think they did touch.
At it, neck and neck.
You know.
Donoghue taking the win from Burrows in second. Rowan
I'm
in
putting this
third.
up on my YouTube channel.
Ruben Sherman boys, the lightweight Supersport 400 taking the win
I
from Roy
thought
Ward.
they just touched.
It was very close,
And
wasn't it?
Owen Everard in third. Supersport 300, Max Wardy taking the win. Dale Hyland just getting Alana Mayer no more, but second place for Dale Hyland. Alana Mayer across the line in third, so a really good podium finish. Supersport 600 machines up next then. Anybody who's borrowed a transponder, can you please return it as quickly as possible? So in the Superbike Cup, Aaron McCann, Ian Jackson machines, Anthony McDonald. Supersport 300, Alana Mayer. Moto 3, Alfie Flynn, Darren Duncan, and Johnny Parker, if you can return your transponders. That would be fantastic. The prize presentation then getting underway down below us here.
This is the 600cc machines coming out next.
So Supersport machines up next then. And that'll be followed by the Sunflower Trophy races. And then the sidecars to finish off a great weekend here at Bishopscourt for the Sunflower Trophy races. So they've swapped the Supersport and the Sunflower races, and the Sunflower and Supersport will be back to back, but they are going to give the riders a few minutes just to get swapped over and to slow down a wee bit just before they're jumping on.
You can see the bikes just leaving the pit area.
Onto the track.
If you look along that wall.
That boy that won that Jack Dundee or whatever, he's only a youngster. He's
making their way right.
Like Burrows is, and he was fair grown.
Aye. That's John Burrows, or Jack Burrows. John Burrows' son,
Well, I seen him here 2 years ago.
But
that old boy from England, like he held his own with him.
He did.
But he's only, I seen him going up in the podium, he's only a youngster.
That's right. So the holding area is just to the opposite side of that wall, and then they leave the holding area.
Reece Irwin on pole for this one. Corey McGreevy in second. Third is Carl Phillips. Fourth, Christian Elkin. Fifth place, Colin Irwin. Taylor Morton in sixth. Darrell Tweed lines up in seventh. Mark Conlon in eighth. Seen Mark testing his machine earlier on. Hopefully he'll be out in this one. He had a bit of a slip off yesterday, but he's perfectly okay. Joe Sheldon.
These are 600 machines. They can fairly shift along. Riders with the orange bibs there, what's called newcomers.
Taylor Morton's in. Joe Sheldon's got in 9th. 10th, Rossmere. 11th, William Donnelly. 12th then. Robert Waddell. 13th, Rob McCauley. Full slicks for the grid this time round. Carl Phillips opting out of this one, unfortunately. Just up here. Carl Phillips stopped out of it. Christian Elkin then lining up. Fourth place. Colin in third place. Here we go, the two to watch tonight. Away to go. Once again. So the track must be pretty much dry. The whole grid out in slicks. And it looks pretty dry here, and the rain has stopped. So that's a good sign. So the Sunflower Trophy race is up next then. And they will have a break for a few minutes just to let the riders swap over and get ready for the big one. Look back then, it's still Reece Irwin in the lead of this one. Making the way through the chicane, fairways 2 then. Reece Irwin Oh, look at them. Back end of that machine moving about. Corey McGreevy just dropping back ever so slightly in second place. Colin Irwin in behind him on the Burrows engineering machine. Up through. Coming back onto the start and finish then. Reece Irwin out ahead now. Second place. On his R6 Yamaha. Peter Willis then, first of the Cup riders. We have Corey Barron, Ross Martin, 11th, 12th Simon McCullough, 13th then. It's Reuben Sherman Boyd, so he's jumped straight onto that Supersport race.
So they're coming around
Back through the chicane.
through the chicane. And then you'll see them in a couple of seconds.
And then heading for Ringawati.
There's Reece Irwin there.
Orange globe. Look at Colin Irwin. So Colin Irwin right in behind Corey McGreevy now. Pressurising right on the back wheel.
Good dash for second place. Reece Irwin's pulling
Right on the start and finish. Reece Irwin. And look at Corey McGreevy. Through. Just about underneath him. Up into fourth. That's Taylor Morton race over, unfortunately. Reece Irwin really running away with this one. Corey McGreevy still under pressure from Colin Irwin. Through the chicane then, he's just sitting back. He looks like he's eyeing up a move, and then he sits up a wee bit earlier than Corey McGreevy, so he might be feeling a lot more comfortable on that machine. Irwin across the line, a 107.5. One half time there for Rick. 7.5. Back up towards Furway's 1. Furway's 2. Remember, the wind direction has moved again. I'm just looking at the distance, clear skies as the sun comes out here.
And here's Reece Irwin coming around again.
Ringawati and Reece Irwin already coming on the start and finish straight on the back end of that. McAdoo, Kawasaki just dancing around underneath Corey.
It's just second in the third.
Hard work riding that thing, but of course the track temperature is... They're all out in slick cars. Number 58, well spread out now. Hold on. Deep bottle further back there. Yorkshire, William Donnelly, Corey Barron. Simon McCullough. Through. Evergreen all shot. Turning in 13th place. Just ahead of Scott. Through Berwin's 2. So used to opposite that position he's been riding for a few years now. It's really proved for the machine to have, especially in a bit of Supersport.
Massively.
We look up to Corey McGreevy. Colin Irwin just sitting there with him. A 110, 2 up, faster than the 2 riders ahead. Corner a 110, 3. Up time, so he is getting on ever so slightly, but there's not going to be enough time. Around the outside, over the right hand side, third one. Next up then is the Sunflower Race, Sunflower Trophy Race. Give it another go and you can make your way through the whole area of fees. It's the Sunflower Trophy Race. Make your way through the whole area of fees as quickly as you can.
The racer one there. He is absolutely flying.
A wee bit. Come on to the start and finish straight. We're not kind of going to win. 4 laps to go there. Hold on, he's going to have to try something here pretty soon. Good battle further back. Walking around William Darling, Peter Wells, and Corey Barron still out of Barron, dropping off the pace. And there's Ross Martin then getting the better side of the pull at that time now. Oh God, he's opened the gap back and that's really German boys. Away through. Coming down. There is your later reserve. A 108.4, so he's slackened off the pace. You can hear the bike's not revving as hard as what it has been all weekend. On a huge lead, back 2 points. Still holding on there. Keep German in the lead of this race by over 16. And Cole Darling 0.3 seconds back on Corey McGreevy. William Darling still pushing on Peter Wells, where Corey Barron continues to drop off the back end of the all your later race Colin. That was Christian Boyle. Absolutely sideways, back elbow on the ground, just gripped it. Came around. Done scored on the run in. Over and over the tarmac. Further back there, that's Corey McGreevy. Still in the lead of this one. Oh, the back came up. Further back in, Raw Ruben Sherman Boyd on an absolute start. Simon's just ahead of him now. Reese has to nearly stop it in through the chicane. Loads of time in this race. The last lap flight is coming out very soon. As Reese Irwin is up. Bishopscourt now on the start and finish straight. The last lap flight. And that's another great win for Reese Irwin.
Here comes
that's Christian Boyd.
Racer one here. I think this is him.
On the start finish straight. Hold on to away 19 seconds.
See the last lap flag? It's out over there.
His last lap was a 108.9 and his best lap was a 107.4. Darren Craig now in that first race. Ross Moore second, Coy Barn and Ross Martin in third. So here comes your leader then, around Ringawati, into Dunsport for the last time in this Supersport race, on to the start and finish straight. What a weekend this man has had. Another win, reserving across the line, taking a checker flag, all comes across the line then. All finished. Who's going to get the second then? It's going to be close for second place. Right on to the start and finish. Colin. Dropping way back there. He made a mistake there. So Colin McGreevy held his own at that last couple of laps. Dropped it off from the last lap. He obviously pushed a wee bit too much. Should have ran wide somewhere, but that's Peter Wellens taking the win in the cup class from Corey Barron. Corey Barron trying a wee bit of something there on that last lap. I just thought a wee bit of time back. Ross Martin then for third. He got the better of Simon McCullough a couple of laps back. Boy again, ready to go. So the Super Sport Pursuit very soon. Sunflower Trophy races, if you can go make your way to the whole area, the AJ Plumbing Superbike race.
That's Reese Irwin there.
Right, that's again now that the sun's out here at Bishopscourt, and it looks like we're going to get away with it. It's going to stay out. Reese Irwin then with the number one place. Golden number one. Our own golden boy, British Super Sport champion. Again, another call for the Sunflower Trophy races. AJ Plumbing Superbike race to the Holden area as quickly as you can. Quite maybe with a nice wee burnout there. And they're heating them tires now. Again, another call for anybody who has borrowed or rented a transponder. Can you please return it as soon as possible? Anthony McDonald from the pre-injection. Supersport 300 on Lana Mayer. Moto 3 Darren Duncan and Johnny Parker. In this Supersport, Joe Sheldon Shaw and Carl Phillips. If you can please return your transponders unless you're using them on the Superbikes, of course, which is up next for the Sunflower Trophy races.
This is the big race, the Sunflower Trophy. So if you like this sort of content, as I've said before, share with your family and friends. Consider subscribing, it's totally free, and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified when I bring out my next video, but we're not quite finished yet. there's somebody on the far side of the track there has a car and they're doing what's called drifting. Not too bad. So they have ambulances stationed at various parts of the track, just in case a rider has an accident, but everything seems to have gone well so far today. There's the podium, just can't really see it from here. You can see the riders, just see Corey McGreevy just getting up onto the podium, putting his hat on. Reserving on the orange leathers, you can see them. So just there, you can just see them in the distance there. Just straight ahead, that's him coming down off the podium.
We're just giving a couple of minutes, folks, for the ambulance just to sort themselves out and change position in and around the track, just to cover each other. So the Sunflower Trophy race is then up next. Sunflower Trophy races up next. The AJ Colin Supply Superbike. Ladies and gentlemen, the big one. They're in the holding area, ready to go. A couple of minutes for the riders just to sort themselves out and get back down to their bikes. Some of the Supersport are obviously out in this race as well.
So some of these bikes will be...
Colin Superbike race is up next. They just finished the podium in behind us there, and then after the race, the Sunflower race, we'll get some interviews from some of the riders and get their view on the race.
And then it'll be the sidecars after that. I think that's it over, but we're not quite finished yet.
Sunflower race then will be coming up next very, very soon. And they're just giving I think, Reese Irwin just signing some autographs there. So thanks. Looking there, Cameron Dawson is Cameron. He's going to be pushing in this one.
off one machine and then jump on to another after a few minutes to rest.
So any remaining riders out in this sunflower race, can you please make your way as quick as you can to the holding area? Given the go ahead for this one here, and the bikes will be out on track any second now. This is the one we've all waited for all weekend. This is the build up. It's been a build up. This big the Sunflower Trophy races. Again, it's been a whole weekend, and a whole action-packed weekend here at Bishopscourt, and the race has nothing short of phenomenal as we look at the times through and try and keep the paperwork in order. Paperwork up here. So I seem to be getting the go-ahead then for this one, and the Superbikes are going out onto the track again. Eugene McManus will be pushing, he's on the Master Mac Honda. So again, he's going to be fishing for another win. What a phenomenal win he had that last race, race 5 in your programme was the Superbikes. Johnny Campbell in second. McGreevy was able to clinch the last step of the podium in third. Can he better that this time round? Corey needs a win on that McAdoo machine. Rhys Irwin in fourth. He clawed his way back from sixth, and he got the better of Dan Brooks for fifth. But Rhys Irwin then, that wee Supersport, that wee Suzuki has got its legs stretched this weekend, especially against these Superbike machines.
You can just see them exiting the bottom of the holding area and going on to the track. They go around to a left-hand corner, then they go into a big right-hand corner.
Carl Phillips on pole from Corey McGreevy. Rhys Irwin then will line up in third. Johnny Campbell fourth, and Eugene McManus in fifth. Sixth is Dan Brooks. He'll be in the mix this time. Ross Irwin in seventh. Eighth is Ryan Gibson. Ninth is Alan Kenny. 10th is Jordan McCord from Darrell Tweed in 11th. 12th is Gary McCoy. 13th, Dean McMaster. Gary McCoy had a stop earlier on. Not sure if he will be out in this one or not, but we do
see the bikes coming down this warm-up now.
Then line up 13th. 14th is Christian Elkin. 15th, Joe Sheldon Shaw. 16th is Marty Lennon. 17th, Colin Irwin. 18th, Taylor Morton. 19th, Mark Hewitt. And 20th, Aaron Armstrong. Up down here, make their way. There's Johnny Campbell at the chicane then. Carl Colin in behind. He's back on that Superbike then, that SBT Ireland Superbike. SBT Ireland sponsoring the Ultra Superbike Championship as well. I can see Larkin there, just perhaps. Here we go then. Superbike lining up on the grid. Corey McGreevy, McAdoo, Kawasaki, Eugene McManus on the Master Mac Honda. Big there with their gear light, Suzuki. Overton and rolled up on the SCP Ireland Superbike. Again, another completed grid in this one.
This is a big race.
Just wait for green flag. Remember, 12 lapper this time. Green flag is waved at the back. There's no one tonight. The race go up. On the way to go. Another great start there. So, he's going to get the whole shot into the first corner. And everybody up here can move over to the right hand side. We can't see through into the first corner. I didn't see who got the whole shot in that one, but we'll soon find out. I'll not be blaming or pointing on his fingers, Sam laughing. Big old head on you. So through, heading towards the hairpin then. You see a glimmer of white, green, perhaps that's Carl Phillips who's got the whole shot in this one through the chicane.
Just see him in a couple of seconds here.
There wins 1 and 2. And out to prove a point, it is the Carl Phillips. Eugene McManus with a foot down again. Is Corey McGreevy going to pull a McGreevy? Oh, he tried it, he thought about it in through Rigawati. McManus run a wee bit wide. McManus was able to pull it back then in through Dunsport. And back out onto the start finish. Well, the Corey Barrett and first of the Cup Riders. Will extend.
So they go into a right hand bend, and then they go
Are
into a
coming
left
out
hand bend.
of the hairpin into the chicane. It's still Carl Phillips.
And then they come along the back
McManus
straight into a
let them go.
chicane.
That Master Mac Honda really stretching his legs. And McManus stretching his legs as he tries to keep the back end of that Honda planted to the ground. Look at Corey McGreevy on Brooks up the inside of Rigawati, but he goes wide, and Brooks repays the favour around the outside of Corey McGreevy and gets the better of him for Dunsport. The leaders coming back on to the side.